Welcome back to game number two for the STJ 16U team here in Chicago.
Playing the Chicago Bulldogs. The spectators are sitting in front of me, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get good looks. I'm going to try to maybe I can move the camera up a little bit. We'll see. We have one scheduled game tomorrow in order to make the quarterfinals. We probably need to win this game. If we don't make the quarterfinals, there's no games on Sunday. So I imagine the number of people. We'll see how we do. Boys spent the afternoon resting and eating pasta, so we'll see that.
All right, I'm on the rink Wi-Fi. It just popped off and back on. Hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, a little different configuration here. While we're at center, he's out there with Sebastian. Walk out to the point. Chicago fires through traffic, tipped high up over the net and into the corner. Now Chicago will send it near side. That's Oliver went in the corner. He's going to flip it out, and St. James will look to get a change if they can. They're slow on the change, and buckets dumped in by Chicago. In they go. That was Zane that hit it high and around. Now Blake's trying to make a hit at the blue line. This is Charlie, Zane, and Blake. Charlie can't handle it along the boards. Puck comes in. Still no shots here that I saw. And here comes Yazin and Blake. Yazin back to Blake. Blake couldn't handle the bouncing puck. And back comes Chicago. They'll get it. Good stick by Joseph, anticipating that play. He's at the red line. They'll make a move. He's in, trying to get it to Charlie. Charlie can't hold it, and it pops back out to Sonny. Sonny goes D to D. This is Yazin back for Joseph. Blake will tip it in deep. You'll get around. He tried to wrap around. Wasn't out in front enough. Back comes Chicago. Forwards trying to back check. That player's going to take it into the corner, look for someone cutting from the bench. And out comes St. James. This is Charlie getting it from Yazin. He's getting slashed like mad. Now Harrison comes in, hits the referee with a puck. He'll go in, and now Chicago is able to get it out to Sonny. Back comes St. James. There's Harrison on the forecheck. He's out there with Gian and Gabe. Puck bouncing around. Now we got three players right there in a bunch. Now puck is still in the far corner. Gian is there, passes that player up, leaves him for Harrison. That player fed out front. Now Harrison should be able to get it. He doesn't win that battle. Back from Chicago. And the Bulldogs are able to get the puck into the corner center right out front. And a tremendous save by Evans. And Harrison's now in the corner. He's asking for help from Sonny. Sonny just flips the puck right to the Chicago player, but Evan will make a nice save on that. And hopefully my stream is stable and I'm not messing around with internet. 11:05 left to go in the first. No scores so far. Bulldogs have sort of dominated possession here for us. That's Wilder, and Chicago's going to win that face-off. Back comes St. James. They turn it over, trying to get out of the zone. That's Nolan. The puck goes into the corner. Jack will go chase it, trying to get it up the wall to Nolan. Nolan does a good job. Get a hook on the hands there, no call. And out comes the Bulldogs right out front. They're going to hit a Henrik in the chest. He blocks it into the corner, goes. And now back comes the Bulldogs. I think that was a save from Evan. Henrik trying to get it up the wall. No, we can't feed it up front. And that's going to turn over in the zone. Bulldogs holding possession here. About a minute. And that's going to turn over to Jack. Jack's going to try to get up the wall to Nolan. Nolan's battling along the wall. He still can't get it out. And the Bulldog player takes it back into the corner. Puck is behind the net, centered out front to the point. Shot up and hits the net. And that's going to be a face-off to Evans' right. Just under 10 minutes now to go. So JB and Peter have messed the lines around a little bit. Blake, Yazin, and Charlie seem to be together. Nolan taking over center from Yazin. Yazin moving up to the top line as the wing. And look out. 2 saves by Evan. And we'll get a face-off. And St. James wins that face-off over to Charlie. Puck gets sent into the bench, and we'll get a face-off just outside the blue line. This game only has 2 referees. We had 3 in the morning line. I'm talking to Peter there. Harrison's going to line up to take the face-off while Gion's still talking. Won it back. And a good turnover. That's Gabe. He's got Jihan and Harrison out front. Center, no one's there. Front. Good job from Joseph. He'll go with Jihan. And Joseph can't get it into the zone. He'll try to find Gabe. Gabe's all alone, centered it, but there was no one there. So we just give the puck back to the Bulldogs. Back they come. Jihan changed for Charlie. Blake turns it over right up front, and he scores! Unassisted. 7:37 in the first, and St. James takes a 1-0 lead. This is how hockey works there. We really outplayed there for the first 7 minutes of this game, but we got a lucky turnover and Blake finished. A great play by him. All right, back comes Chicago. The Bulldogs will dump it into the corner. That's Hendrick. He'll go into the corner and turn it over to Chicago. Good job by Blake getting that puck back behind the net. Now Charlie goes into the corner. He's trying to fight. Oh, big hit on Charlie. Gets knocked down. He'll ease up and fine. Dribbling on Evan. He'll make that save. We'll get a face off to his left. Face off won by Blake. Went right to Evan. He poked it into the corner. Now Chicago has possession. They're in this near corner. And comes up to the point. They'll take it at the point. And they're going to maneuver around Yazin. He's playing that near side wing. Blake is now in there helping him. And Blake comes out with it with Charlie, who's right there. Charlie stick handling around. Blake's going for the chain. And good job by Yazin. I think people are upset. There looked like to be a hold on St. James, not called. Centered right out front. And now back behind the net. Chicago doing a good job playing from the behind the net and in the corners. And a one-time goal right out front and a little dance from the Bulldogs. And a good win by Wilder. Puck's turned over up the middle. He can't get. He's trying to get it over to Zane. Now puck goes far wall. It's out. Oliver has it. He's gonna fire it in at the goalie. A good shot. And here comes the Bulldogs. And they do a drop pass and miss it. Failed to connect. St. James trying to get it out. Referee's in the way. They get there by Oliver along the blue line. Sebastian takes it. He can't get it out. Now Oliver trying to create some room. Slips it out a little too far for Wilder. And it gets deflected into Zane in the corner. Now St. James trying to get it out. That's Nolan. He can't. And now they're able to get it out. And here goes Zane on a break. He's got Nolan with him. He'll send it into the end right on the goalie. Contact behind the net. And Wilder now sits in with Zane. He'll go in and pinch. Oliver had come over to help. Puck wraps around. No one is there. And so Chicago's going to get it out. A pinch there by Oliver. And now we're making bad passes and people are not ready. And good Lord. Now Harrison just on for Wilder. Puck is flipped over to Oliver, far side. He whiffs on that pass and he's going to try to get it around. He can't get it out. Now Harrison's going to try. He gets it up to Sebastian. And Sebastian trying to change. A good job, Nolan. Dribbles it in. He'll get credit for a shot there. And we'll get some line changes here as Sonny and Joseph come in. Gabe and Gian come in. Harrison will take this draw. To the left of the Bulldog goalie. I don't know if I'm moving the camera around, you can see it, but what a backdoor save uh, by Evan. I don't know how he saved that. Blake will win it back. Joseph has it. He'll send it hard around to that was Charlie who turned it over. Um, now trying to find Blake. He hasn't have it though. He fires in a good screen and turns. That was Charlie. And look out! Here comes Chicago with speed. That's Sonny. And they tried to center it, couldn't get it. Charlie is now there. Puck gets tipped up into the corner. Joseph has it. He's now back to Charlie. Charlie will regroup, trying to get it over to Sonny. Sonny's in the corner, going to send it up, gets it to Charlie. Now Blake just takes it off him. And in comes Blake around the Chicago player, but they make contact with him. Turn him back. He's going to come back off for Harrison. And here comes Harrison into the fray on the boards. Charlie is going to send it out front. And nope, he went behind the net. Now back from Chicago. And Harrison will take it, lined up around the net. And he'll try give and go. And he gets it back. He's still got it. Gets it up to Jihan. Jihan and Harrison. Jihan shoots low and couldn't get the rebound. Now the boys are playing. Back from Chicago. Good play by Hendrick, but he tipped it all the way up to Evan. Evans just going to cover it smartly. And we'll get a face-off here to his left. Internet is still up and down here. There are 3 rinks and 3 games, so I don't know how we're going to do. We have to be on the Wi-Fi because my phone doesn't get signal. Harrison on the face-off. We won it over, and that went out. It's clearly offside when they get it. And a good job by Gabe and Harrison winning that face-off. Harrison goes into the corner. He's looking to center. It jumped on his stick. Now he'll go back, takes a hard hit along the boards. Gabe is down low, looking for, he's trying to get it out to Jihan. Now this puck just goes up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off inside the zone here with 2:23 to go. We'll get a line change. Wilder's line will come out. That was good pressure there by that line with Harrison, third line. Wilder will try to win it. He's got Oliver and Zane behind him. And Chicago wins it. Look out. And a good save by Evan on. Well, now there's some pushing and shoving going on. Oh, now that player has just pushed the referee. That was bad. The kid pushed the referee. The referee did nothing about it. The referee is also a kid, I think. Face off won by St. James. And just threw the puck all the way down the ice. We'll get icing. And we might get a line change. Doesn't look it. Face off next to the left of Evan again. Well, good face-off win. That was Sebastian had it. Oh, and a tricky shot there, spin around that fooled Evan a little bit, but he was able to get there and it went wide of the net. Now out to Nolan. Nolan can't get along the boards. Puck goes back in. Zane has it, or Zane is on the player. Comes around back to Nolan. Nolan shoulder checks, looks around. He tries to get it out. Can't. Sebastian came all the way over. Now Nolan gets it out. Here he comes. He's with Sebastian. Tries to get to Sebastian. Sebastian left it for Wilder. Raleigh took a shot up high. Now back 3-on-2 from Chicago. They're going to set a screen for Evan. The puck gets tipped up into the boards in the near side corner. And interference. What is going on there? I don't know why they're taking both. I mean, that player just ran into Sebastian and got a and started cross checking him. Well, that's a terrible call by the referees. So we'll go 5-on-5, 2-0. It sounds like 1:14 left to go here in the first period. We're tied at 1. Chicago was unsure if it was 5-on-5. They're still not sure what they're doing. And their center is ready to go with their player not in position. Harrison will win that puck. And Charlie will go into the corner. Oh, that was Blake. I thought it was Harrison. 19 versus 91. Now Blake just gets the puck and gets it out. That comes into Evan. Evan sends it over to Sonny. Sonny to Yazin. Yazin to Blake. Out. Blake hit Corral. Tipped back in by Chicago. They'll go chasing the corner. This is Joseph. He'll come around near side. He tries to avoid the hit and turns the puck over. Oh, that's Chicago behind the net. There's someone right there. They turn it over to Charlie. Charlie had a breakout for a second. A good stick by the Chicago player. Now Charlie has it again. He's trying to get it to Yazin, who was cutting to the center of the ice. Now Yazin will pick it up. He's chased by two. Send it up to Charlie. Blake tips it around. We might get a 2-on-1 here. And here comes Blake, and a good stick by Chicago. Turns it over. Yazin was on him, trying to chase him down. Turn it over again. This line has got to be tired. There's a lot of skating going on here. And we throw the puck away because that's the end of the period. And after one, tied at 1.
tried to fix this internet connection. Hopefully we're better streaming now. The ice is freshly cut for the second period. We'll go right to left for this period. Have that long change. I thought we were just going to cut the ice between the second and third periods. I don't know if we now won't do that and we did it between the first and second. Stretches here. Not as many as the last game. I'm not sure what Sebastian is doing at the moment. Give them the stretch here. And that was it. Referees are whistling to start. Harrison doing a quick stretch there. He's a little yoga stretch. Alright, and start the second period tied. First period really was controlled by Chicago. But for a turnover right in front of their goalie that gave Blake a perfect shot that he finished on. Some really wonderful saves by Evan. We are tied now 1. Looks like Zane and Oliver will start on defense. Sebastian's still in the box. Matching penalty to Chicago. It's really loud. And it looks like Wilder's line. Nolan and Sonny taking the place of Sebastian in the box. Here we go, start the second. Quick save by Evan. We'll get a face off to his. Can't see if it's left or right. I think it should be his right. It's going to be his left. Oh, and a push through on Wilder. Good save by Evan. Another good save by Evan. Puck's in the corner. Chicago, a little bit of a burst here. And I didn't see who that was. And look out! Oh, and a good stick by Oliver. This is Zane. Zane looking around. He turns it over right in the middle, but a good stick by Wilder. And Sonny will get it deep and go chase. Line changes here coming. Sonny's in deep, looking around. In comes Blake's line. He's out there with Yazin. And Blake, good job Back checking, he's got Charlie. He had Charlie on a breakaway. Blake just goes right around him and shoots high. Didn't go out. I thought it was going to hit the net. It didn't. And they turned over there. Charlie trying to get it to Blake. Blake is on a mission here. Now puck is in the corner. Zane is there. Charlie is there. I'm going to try to move this camera so we can see that corner. Zane has it. Oh, couldn't get to it. Now Jack is going to tip it into the corner. And back comes Chicago, who ices it. And we'll get a face-off. Good breakout, cross ice by Chicago. They get it up across the blue line. That's Joseph. Shot went wide. It's going to wrap around. Gabe is not there in time. Behind the net for Joseph. He's got Jihan coming on the wing. Jihan gets it out. Harrison will chase. Puck gets hit back in. And I think they called an ice. Couldn't hear anything from the game behind us. No one knows what's going on. Oh, it was offsides. It was not an ice. It was an offside. All right. So Harrison on the face-off. He wins it back. Joseph grabs it, and Joseph goes D to D. Up the wall to Gabe. Gabe gets it to Harrison. Harrison trying to go through three players. He can't. And back comes Joseph. Joseph thought about going D to D. Got it to Gabe. Gabe couldn't hold that. Now all three seem change forward together. When that's Joseph, lost it for a minute. Harrison's there to help in the corner. Puck comes along the wall. Lots of hits going on. Gian took a big hit from one of the Chicago players. Now Joseph comes out. He's got Gabe. Gabe has it. He goes around him but couldn't control the puck. He tried to center it to Gian. Gian got a shot on the net. We'll get a face-off. Looks like Wilder's in it. Still 28 to go here in the second time. Second period back and forth a little bit. Wilder, Nolan, and Sebastian now out of the box. Puck comes along the wall in this breakout. Good stick there by Oliver. Turns it over to Wilder. Wilder gets it up. That's Sebastian. Nope, sorry, that was Nolan. They seem to flop sides here. And that's Zane in the corner. He lost it. Wilder down there trying to get it around to Nolan. Nolan is too deep. He can't get it out. But it turned on the bounce around there for the Chicago player. He couldn't hold it. Now Wilder. Wilder avoids the hit. He is onside, and Sebastian couldn't hold it. And puck is in the corner. Wilder goes in there. He's pinched with two Chicago players. Sebastian trying to pull it out. And they're just the four of them in there battling around. The puck is pinned, and referees finally blow a whistle, and we'll get a face-off to the Chicago's right, the goalie's right. Blake's line will come in for this offensive face-off. Blake, and he needed the forwards to come in. He held the guy up, and Charlie was in there but couldn't get it. Chicago has it. Turned over, shot by Yazin. And puck is going to go along the wall. Henrik thought about pinching and didn't. And good stick by Jack. Jack chased the puck in. Chicago, Henrik is there first. Chicago chasing hard. And here comes Blake. Blake smartly tosses it in cross side. Charlie would go for it. Charlie's in the corner. He's got Jack at the point and turn around. Good stick handling there. That was missed shot by Blake. Now Henrik able to get it down to Blake. Blake makes a quick move and then he gets hooked. How is there no penalty on that play? Are you kidding me? And this is Henrik. And look out. A good block by Jack. Jack looking around to follow. It's sent in front, tip. No one's out front right now. And Chicago can't connect on it, and it luckily bounces out. Some chaos there. St. James not able to get their defensive positioning together. Now back comes Chicago. They're in the zone. Blake trying for a hip check and missed. Hard shot and kept in. Good save by Evan. Oh, and another good save by Evan. And STJ gets the puck out. They're trying to get some changes now. That's Gabe who came on. And now the puck comes into the corner. Jack went for a big hit and missed. Blake and Charlie are there. Puck is fighting around. Sticks are high. Intensity of the game has really picked up. Shot in, a good save by Evan as well. And with 9:32 here in the second, we will get a defensive face-off. Harrison will come on and take it. This is good to see the boys playing like this. Haven't made too many mistakes. When they have, Evan's been there to save them. So far so good. This is Harrison. He can't get that face-off, but then that was Jihan turned it over. Oh, and Gabe falls down. And we'll try it again. Oh, and a huge hit on Joseph. And the puck was shot high. Center, no one is there. All the St. James Caves are just looking at the play. They're all flat-footed. Gets centered out front. Chicago keeps it in. And they'll make a move. It's tipped out. Jihan has a moment for it. And he gets a smart pass to Gabe. Gabe tried to go through some feet, couldn't do it, and back comes Chicago. Now this is Joseph. He'll dump it in. Harrison is going to go chase it, and he can't get there. Now Chicago's going to try to come up the near side. Pass Jihan, turned over to Joseph, but he tipped it back to Chicago. They come in the zone, and puck comes out. Defenseman for Chicago just on. They'll go D to D. Jihan will forecheck. He caused a bad pass initially. And now this player is just going to skate right up the ice. Ooh, and hard shot on Evan. Now this is Sebastian. Almost got Harrison killed. Now here comes Harrison. He can't control it. And turned over again. Sonny back playing D now, sends it up the boards. Gabe was watching and it turned over. Puck is now in the corner. And fired in, and another great save by Evan, who is really on fire here. Wilder's line is on.
Let's go, Bulldogs!
They're going to win that. Good save by Evan. Puck is now in the corner. Chicago trying to walk the wall. They can't, and it's tipped out to Sebastian. Sebastian leaves it for Wilder, who just dumps it in. Now this is Nolan. He's in the far corner. Now Sebastian, both wings on the same side. And that puck drops out to Chicago, and that was Oliver, who tried to catch it and realized he got beat and got back in position. Far corner, Nolan, sent down low, centered out front, bounces over some sticks and out. Here comes Chicago. They go D to D, chased by Sebastian and tipped into the netting, and we'll get a face-off just outside the St. James blue line. 7 minutes left to go, 7:01 to go here in the second period. Good win there by Blake to Charlie. Dumped over to Yazin. Yazin has it behind the net. Oh, now he loses it, but Blake takes over. Back to Yazin. Yazin tried to find Charlie, who was out front. And back comes Chicago, the 2-on-2. And Blake has it. He goes right by the Chicago player. And, what really good play by Blake. What a play by this line. This line is really good. It's Charlie, Yazin, and Blake. Blake appealing to JB about something. I couldn't tell what. And Chicago will change that line. Will send us back down to the Chicago end. JB getting a quick conversation with the boys before they take the face off. Now, something was going on between Blake and JB. Or, yeah, I think they're trying to set a shot up. Here we go. And Blake tried to do a push through. Yazin won it and dropped it. Chicago trying to get out. Jack's going to pinch. Yazin is back for him, and we tip the puck back in the neutral zone, but Chicago gets it, races in. Now Henrik has it, gets it to Charlie. Charlie will stick handle through the neutral zone. Into the zone he goes. Down and around the corner. He got out front, faked a pass out front to Yazin. Now he's tied down in the corner. Yazin's going to get the puck. Avoid some sticks. He fires in through traffic. I can't tell if that was a save or block. I'm going to give him a shot. And here comes Chicago player. And he gets pushed down. Good defense there by St. James. And that's Jihan avoiding some hits. Sent back to Zane. Zane will dump in. Harrison will chase. With Jihan. And puck is... Oh, Jihan took a high cross check. And that's going to be 2 minutes for Warsaw. He's going to get a 2 and 10. Maybe they put someone else in. Yep, he's going to get a 2 and 10. So someone else from that line will have to sit. Only a minute and 30. No, Gabe's going into the box there. So it is a 2 and 10 or a 1:30 and 10. We're playing 2-minute penalties, I thought, earlier today, but maybe it's 1:30. St. James man down. Harrison will win that face off. What's going on now? Oh, the puck went out. They need a new one. Alright, so 1:25 left to go. Harrison will take this face off. He tried to push it through, and St. James wins. Some good fancy stick handling there by Joseph, and he'll get it out. Puck is behind the net, and Harrison back on defense. As his dad, I've not seen that before. And he look out, and Wilder gets hooked, and they had Harrison for a second. Harrison's going to try to beat him. He does. Harrison picks it up in the corner, avoids the hit. Looking for Wilder, and he just gets held in the corner. And here is that switcheroo play. They're trying the wide side. He's open, and now they'll settle down into their box. And Harrison chasing too high up top. So a little bit of an umbrella, 2 in front. St. James playing a diamond behind it. And too easy of a goal there. They didn't rotate right. And so 4:06 to go. It is 2-1 the Bulldogs. Puck is in the near side corner. And Blake's going to chase it far side. He got rimmed around. He gets there before the Chicago players. He can't get it to the net. He tried to backhand. Goes up the wall. Now it's going to come wide for Oliver, trying to get it up to Blake. Can't. Chicago goes D to D and then comes cross side, trying to find this weak side player, and they're going to get an icing call on them, and so we'll get an offensive face-off. Blake has tried a couple of different moves here. Yazin has been doing kind of the Ovi play off this face-off, but he's deep this time. Oh no, now he's where Ovi is. Blake and Charlie win it back, and good. It gets tied up, and oh! It rolled behind the goalie and didn't go in. Blake will try this face-off again. He went around him, and this time Chicago's going to break it out. Comes over here to Oliver. Gets it up to Blake. Blake got tripped, and it's going to be an offsides on St. James. Blake fell down. This line is playing long shifts. They're able to put some pressure on. That was Charlie behind, able to dig the puck out. I mean, there are some wicked slashes going on here. All right, Yazin over in the corner. He's trying to send it back into Charlie. Pops out to Zane. Zane just sends it in, and I think he's trying to find Charlie. Charlie has it, trying to create some room. 2 players on him, and just hooked down is Yazin out front. And a good shot by Yazin. He didn't get all of it. This line putting a lot of pressure on, but they're going to have to come out now. I don't know. Gabe and Nolan. Harrison talking to Jack and Henrik. I don't know why they kicked Harrison out. He got kicked out. Nolan will take the face off. And the puck is behind the net. 3 players behind the net there. That's Nolan. A good shot. And puck comes out. Jack will hustle and walk it down. Should be an ice. Nope. Players got there before. He gets centered up the middle, and a good stick by Harrison knocks it. No one's chasing him though. Now Henrik's on him. STJ running around, not able to figure out who has who here. Another walk-in, and Gabe sent it to Harrison with someone right on him. Now Henrik goes hard in, trying to get it out to Nolan. No, now it's out, and that was offsides, I think, briefly. And back comes Chicago. Harrison looked like he was going to get a hit. He had Gabe, couldn't get it. That was Nolan, couldn't get Gabe. Now Harrison into the corner again. He'll get it around to Gabe this time. Gabe has it, trying to get it out. He can't. And Jack is there. Now Gabe on someone. Gabe backed out. Henrik fighting on the wall. He'll escape, looks around, sends it over to Jack. Now to Gabe. Nope, Jack has it. Jack sends it in wide. And I can't tell what's going on here. Puck comes over to Sonny. Sonny wasn't able to get it to Wilder. Now in, Sebastian gets it in. He tips it back to Blake. Blake has it. Blake maybe double shifting here. I can't tell. I can't tell if Wilder center or Blake's wing. All right, so Puck comes back towards Joseph. He gets it to Blake. Blake sends it to Sebastian. Sebastian just too far for Blake. Now Wilder has it. They're not talking. Now Sebastian has it. And Blake's trying to go through everyone. Can't do it. Good hit by Wilder, though. Comes to Blake. Blake will send it in on a shot. And that line did pretty good. A little confused in the neutral zone, but I got good pressure there. And we got able to get a shot off. So 28 seconds left to go here. It's 2-1. Chicago scored the only goal of this period on a power play. Yazin back at center now. Charlie and Gabe. He wins that face-off. The puck never got there on the shot. Puck shot towards the net. Evan deflects it up into the stands, and we're going to face-off. "17 seconds to go now." Good win by Yazin to Sonny. Sonny will rim it around to Charlie. Charlie can't control it. It was bouncing. Oh, and turnover right up front. And then that's going to spring a 2-on-1, 2 seconds. And Gabe missed the net just high and wide. And that will, he had to shoot right away. There were only 2 seconds on the clock when he crossed the blue line. Good job by that line. Gabe turned that puck over. And we'll end the second period 2-1 Chicago. Alright, we'll start the third period here. No ice cut. We'll go back to this Blake, Charlie, and Yazin. Oliver and Zane. Alright, 15 minutes to go in the game. Down by 1. Nice to get a quick strike here and try to get some momentum. I don't know what this referee is doing. He thinks he's in the NHL kicking the kids out all the time. That puck is won by Chicago, and in goes STJ on the forecheck. Up the wall comes Chicago, turned over, pinched by, Zane broke his stick and caught a forearm in the face. Charlie sends it back in twice, and back comes Chicago over to Joseph. Joseph on for broken stick Zane. You can see his stick as puck goes over to Charlie. It was a 3-on-2. Charlie gets the puck deflected, and he looks tired, but he's able to make a good defensive play and prevent that break. Puck goes wrapped around to Oliver. Oliver up the boards to Joseph. In the corner he goes, and out comes Joseph ahead to Charlie. Charlie trying to find Joseph. Joseph fires in. big change here. On comes Chicago. Harrison turns the puck over, and out comes Sonny. Sonny gets hit off the puck. And a good solid body there by Jack. Harrison trying to get it over to Sebastian. Sebastian got hit low. I don't know what was called here. And they're going to call a hold on Chicago. So St. James will roll out the power play here. This will be Charlie Wilder. Hold on 1 second. The other stats now are not working. Face-off won there by Blake. Over to Joseph. Joseph fires, tipped high. Stats back up. I apologize for not calling. STJ has the puck behind the net, and then they trying to keep it in here. STJ has it. There's 5 seconds left on the penalty. This is Yazin. He avoids some hit, but turn it over. Back comes Chicago. And they're right up the middle. Look out! And Evan makes the save. I think the stats are going to be messed up now. It looks like the system was still in the second period when I had it restarted. All right, 2-1 Chicago. STJ just finished the power play. Pretty good power play. Harrison will take this face off to Evan's left. He's out there with Nolan and Gabe. Chicago can't hold the puck in. I thought Chicago passed that back, but they're going to call an ice. I'm not sure what's going on there. Referees have had a long day of hockey, I'm sure. And Harrison won that, gets it over. Dangerous pass, though. And Chicago just keeps sending it in. Off comes the puck. Up the wall, sent out, but right to Chicago's defense. They send it back in. Well, I don't know what Gabe was doing there for a second. He cuts to the middle, now he gets to Harrison. Harrison trying to get it deep, he does. Gabe will go first. Sent around the wall, Harrison couldn't get it. 3-on-2 the other way. Might turn into a 2-on-1. Oh, and they missed it at the blue line. Now a break here. This is Oliver. Oliver to Gabe. Gabe makes a move, fires in, and a save by Chicago. That was Sonny on the face-off. Puck is going to come all the way back. And there's some stick lifts going on in some feet. Look out! And St. James able to clear it. Sent back in by Chicago. They'll do this stump and chase. They'll do it all day, up by 1. They don't need to score. Puck comes around. And Sonny had it for a second, then he kicked it out. Now he's got a break, and he can't get there. And the puck goes all the way back. Henrik trying to find Sonny. He does. Sonny up through the middle. He'll dump it in, and it was gloved by Chicago. Now Sonny has it back, and he turned it over, and back comes Chicago. Ooh, a hard hit by Oliver. Or sorry, that was not Oliver. That was Wilder. Now a Chicago player goes over and cross-checks him. And now another cross-check. And the referees, what are they doing? I don't know how that's a penalty. He just hit him legally. Is it late? They're going to call a board on that? Now Peter's arguing. I mean, that was not a board. It was a good, clean check. And are they giving a matching? Yeah, they're going to give matching. So I don't think Chicago's going to get a power play here. We're going to get a little lucky. I understand these refs have been doing this all day, but situations like this are just... I don't understand. .9:52 to go here. 2-1 Chicago. Generally a really good game. Chicago dominated in the first half of the first period, but then St. James has really made a push back. Tied after 1. We let up 1 goal in the second on a power play. Now it looks like, I mean, the coaches are still arguing this call. I mean, it's been at least a minute here. And are they going to call something else? I don't really understand what's going on. I think it's still 5-on-5 with 2. There's definitely a Chicago player sitting in the penalty box. I think they got him for a cross check. Or rough, one of the two. Are they kicking Wilder out? I don't know. All the players are... I can't tell what on earth is going on here. The weird thing is that I saw the hit. It was right in front of me. It looked like Wilder caught the player with a clean shoulder check to the chest. And so we're 5-on-5 matching penalties. Wilder is now talking to the... Yeah, so he's probably trying to get info on when he gets back in the game. So that was Blake. Ooh, a quick shot. Saved by Evan. And I go mad now. Out comes Charlie. He'll dump in and go and chase it. He's got Yazin out front. Charlie gets pinned to the wall. Chicago's going to come out with it. Puck goes up the middle behind their player, and they turn it over now. Yazin gets it over to... Oh, Blake just missed that on his backhand. He'll scoop out, gets held a bit, and now he's interfered with. And that player took a dive. Centered out front, there's no one there. And almost between 3 St. James players. All right, people are a little bit, how do I say it? They're just trying to feed Blake the puck. Here he goes, he looks exhausted. He's gonna come off. Charlie will chase, Harrison comes on for Blake. Oh, there was clearly a hit on Joseph. Chicago dumped it into the corner. Joseph trying to get it to Harrison. Harrison now kind of in the way. He turned it back over to Chicago. Harrison trying to backhand it around. Now he'll send it to himself. Up the wall. He'll hit hard. Now Joseph in hard. Harrison eventually gets it out. He'll go along the boards and get it to Gabe. Gabe will skate for it, and he gets his pocket picked there. Kicked out to Jihan. Jihan tips it up on the glass. Now Joseph has it. He'll go D to D. Bouncing puck. Settle down. Back to Joseph. Joseph to Jihan. Jihan makes a move. Harrison was interfered with there. That's Gabe. A great defensive play by Gabe, and here he comes. He's got Jihan with him. Over the blue lines, in some feet. He's rumbling and stumbling there. A little Chris Berman, and back comes Chicago. Harrison, a good job sticking with the player, but Chicago regains that puck in the neutral zone and dumps it in. Jack will get there first. He battles along the wall. Puck flipped up to Evan. He'll make that save, and we will get a face-off. 7:17 to go here, down by 1. Sonny will take this face-off. And won by Chicago. They fired in, tipped around, never gets to Evan. On the wall, that was Zane. Now deep in there is Jack. He's trying to fight off 2 Chicago players. We got someone out front and a good stick by Sonny over to Nolan. Nolan avoids the hit, but he loses the puck. Back comes St. James with doing D-to-D, a puck bouncing around. And that was Jack. He tried to go, there's no ice here. That's Nolan trying to chase the player. Here comes Sebastian moving. And that was Zane with the hit. Oh, a dangerous hit there by the Chicago player. He went to hit Zane, I think. And now the puck is going to get covered up by Evan. No, we pop it right out front. Shot through traffic. Out it comes. Sent back in. Oh, and just beyond Sonny's reach. And that's going to be an ice. Blake's line will come out. 6:10 to go now in the game. Blake will win it back to Zane. Puck is to Yazin. Yazin through Blake's feet. Blake is on sides. Charlie trying to get it back to Yazin, but Yazin had stopped. Weird save there by Evan. I think his skate caught. Look out. And now it's going to come to Charlie. Charlie stick handling around, gets to the red line. He's going to try to beat 2 players around the corner. He tried the spinorama pass out to the middle, and Yazin is back. Good job by Zane. And that's Oliver will deflect the stick in the corner, go for the hit. Evan will cover. We get a face-off. Jack and Joseph. Harrison takes the draw. He's with Gabe and Jihan. He can't get there. A bit of a twist run on the face-off. And St. James going to break it out. Joseph trying to hit Jihan. Now he'll get in. He's got Harrison out front. Now that's Gabe fighting for the puck. He centered it. Harrison was there. Now Chicago is behind the net and turned over. Send it through traffic was Harrison trying to find Gabe. He's hooking and no call. And Chicago's able to get it out. Back they come, 3-on-2. If Gabe is not, oh, well, now good play by. And Chicago trying to start a fight now. .439 to go. The game has become very, very chippy. I thought what the player did there where Evan grabbed it in the air and hit his glove was a penalty. I didn't think you could hit the goalies like that. This is Blake flying on again. He's going to be exhausted for sure. Now Charlie has it. Through the neutral zone. Back comes Chicago. Woo! What a shot that player just had on Evan. I think Evan reacted to it just because it was like a bullet. Now St. James is slowing up a bit. Charlie has it. He's around the near side. He's going to cut by Blake. Head for some space. He's got two people in front of him. Blake cut to the net. Fired in, trying to hit Blake off the deflection. Yazin has it into the corner. Yazin will go around weak side, and it looked like it was Charlie back at the point. Now Yazin makes a good play, sent to Charlie. Now Chicago gonna get a change. New players coming on. Yazin has it. Trying to hit Blake, can't do it. Now he does get Blake. Blake sends it in and he's exhausted, so he's gonna try to hustle off. And this is Gian all by himself. He tried to hit Sonny, and Sonny was just in Sonny's skates. He couldn't hold it. Puck is along the wall, now sent back in by St. James. 3 minutes, just more than 3 minutes to go here. St. James trying to hit Sonny on deflected on an indirect pass. Now the puck is behind the net, sent up and iced. No, caught by Oliver. Oliver will send it up to Jihan. Jihan will take a couple of slashes, get it over to Sonny. Sonny directs it in, and in goes Joseph. On comes Jack. Jack keeps it in, and sent in hard, but stopped by Chicago, who just flips it out. And Henrik comes out with Jack. And puck comes back to Henrik. Henrik up to Joseph. Joseph sends it in. 2:35 to go. Probably going to look at maybe pulling the goalie in a minute if they can actually get some offensive time here. Jack goes up the wall. This is Joseph. 2:22 to go in the game. Oh, what's going on here? Too many people jumping on the freaking ice, and they're going to get a too many men penalty. And they're going to take Blake out. So that's going to mean we're man down for 1 minute and 30. 2:16 on the board. And puck is in the feet, won by St. James. Puck comes all the way down, no ice. Kids are not aware, I think, that there's no ice. And oh yeah, they're on a penalty, my bad. There is no icing on a penalty. Here comes Chicago with speed. Blake is in the penalty box, so it's 5-on-4. Up to the point. And there, I don't know what's going on with the diamond here. And Harrison's gonna try to pick that person's pocket. He is geared back down now. And, I mean, there's only 1:30 left. We got to put some pressure on the puck. Here comes Chicago. Over the zone they go. They leave it, and they're just going to hold the puck if they have to. Again, 1:25 to go, 37 seconds left in the power play. No pressure on the puck. I don't think we know what we're doing. And now into the corner. Jack was there late with the stick, but he was able to disrupt it. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Bad pass by Chicago. And Chicago just holding it and wasting time. 52 seconds to go. 6 seconds, Blake's going to come out of the box. And puck is in feet. Now we're even. And Chicago getting it to the point. Fired to, oh wow, hit the post. I don't think Evan ever saw it, but there's only 30 seconds left here. Jack going in, we need the puck, so we gotta have as many people on the puck as possible. This is not, and we just can't get it. 20 seconds. Good job by Chicago, just wasting time.